Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today's topic is going to be about something that I think isn't brought up enough to aspiring tanks in World of Warcraft. The topic being, of course, the biggest beginner mistakes that should be avoided as soon as possible. Combat these simple issues early in the game, and it will make you much better taken in the long scheme of things. Disclaimer, I am a victim of all these issues, so I'm speaking from first-hand experiences, and I've learned how to tank the hard way. Number 1. Pulling too aggressively. I find this issue to be most common in players who are either new to the game or haven't played tank enough. This is a huge problem in groups because it effectively puts the success or failure of the pull all on the healer. I used to do this all the time, pulling every single mob in a given area, thinking that the healer is going to be a-okay, and then I instantly die, leading to the imminent failure of the instance. But then I would blame the whole wipe on the healer, complaining about how he wasn't doing anything, blah 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 blah. It only took one person to tell me that I was pulling so many mobs and that the healer couldn't keep up with how much damage I was receiving. I've since then always remembered to try to pull a little bit more conservatively in an effort to make the healer's life a little easier. Number 2. Using self buffs too early, too late, or simply not at all. This might not directly apply to every class per se, but I'll use my Death Knight as an example. There's a skill that I have bound to 1 on my mouse, that when used can have 10 stacks of something called Bone Shield. Anybody who played the Blood spec knows exactly what I'm talking about. This buff just basically allows you to tank a lot more damage, especially when the stack is at max, which is 10. But I suppose it's no good if you never use the damned ability. I would find myself constantly using other abilities, waiting for cooldowns, etc. And I would have a big fat 0 on my Bone Shield stack, making me tank a lot more damage than I needed to, and using Vampiric Blood, another big damage absorbing ability, in almost every pool. So just remember to play smart and keep your self buffs up, if at all possible. Not holding aggro, number 3. This would seem pretty obvious to some, but to others, it just seems like they don't even know what aggroing mobs is. If you want the TLDR version of it, it's basically when you have the mobs attack you instead of your group mates. It's pretty easy to keep aggro, especially if you have AoE or area of effect abilities. Also having something like Omen 3, which is an add-on which allows you to have a quote-unquote pull meter to see where the aggro of a pull is going towards. You should be aggroed 100% of the time. Also, if another mob starts to attack a member of your group, do everyone a favor and aggro that mob by using a taunt of some sort. It makes the group's life a lot easier. And finally, number 4, leaving the group behind. Have you ever been in a group where the tank is just at full sprint the whole time and will not slow down for anything at all? Yeah, don't be that guy. Please. If you kill a boss as a tank, none of the drops are either not an upgrade or you just simply don't apply to your spec or class, just at the very least give the other players some time to sort through the drops. You're not the only player in the group. Also, this is a very easy way to die, especially if you leave the healer behind. And that's all I got. I'm sure there's plenty of other small things that could have been brought up, but with this, at least you've got your bases covered. Alright, so get out there, be a tank. They're badasses, and they're the most demanded class in groups next to healers, of course. Have a great day, guys.